Lorem,
Yes.
you find out that your loving husband of all these years has cheated on you. What's the first thing you do?
I don't know if I want to answer this question because if it ever happened, I would be incriminating myself. I would. My first knee-jerk reaction is to burn the house down.
Okay, left out. What the hell?
That's your first reaction?
Okay, left out.
All
right. Okay.
Loren,
What?
that also affects
I'll make
you.
sure everyone was out.
Well, I know, but
except
then
for
where you
him
gonna
and
lay
his
your head at
mistress.
the end of the night? Exactly. That wasn't on the list of things.
Yeah, normal people don't think like that.
Yeah, we
I'm
found this
aware.
on Your Tango. How would you react if you found out that your significant other cheated on you?
Mm-hmm.
Here's what made the list. No particular order. Go silent and leave was on the list.
Just ghost him.
Just leave. Like
Yeah.
if you found out that you were cheating and just leave.
Walk away.
Saying have a nice life and walking away made the list.
I feel like you can do better. Have a nice life. That's very like Disney Channel.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta be more dramatic than that.
But telling
Have
someone
a nice life.
But telling someone to have a nice life, that's pretty like
Boring.
No,
You
You
now
think
you're not-
that's savage?
Dude,
that's what's savage in
have
your
a nice
book?
life. And I will
look.
because if I cheated, then I will have a
Right.
nice life.
Now
if
you
leave.
get your cake and you can eat it too?
Watch. You watch this. Loren and I are significant others.
Okay.
I just walked in on Loren and watched me just go, ugh, have a nice life. I'm done.
And
Have
then
a
she's
nice
gonna
life.
continue to
That's
do what she's
Okay.
doing.
I'll talk to you later. Call you later, honey.
Slap them made the
Yeah.
list.
Okay.
Have a burn party with all their stuff.
Lorraine gonna be there.
I have my own burn party. I think that is my burn party.
Also, immediately calling his mom made the list.
What's
Immediately
his mom
calling his
gonna
mom.
Do? You're gonna call his mom? Come on, his mom don't care. He ain't her problem anymore.
Can we find somebody who was cheated on in real life? And was anything on this list something you did or something you said? Like, we're talking about it from a hypothetical point of view, but like if you were actually cheated on, what did you say? Like, what was the first thing you said? What was the first thing you did? 704-570-9595. Because maybe the whole go silent thing is more popular than we think because you're trying to take it all
process
in.
it maybe. I can't believe like Key the car
Throw a
wasn't
shoe.
on there.
Throw a shoe was on the
something,
list.
Like I mean,
Damage his goods were on the
Yeah.
list. I should say damage their goods because, women do cheat also in relationships.
Right.
704-570-9595. If we could find one person who was cheated on to call in and kind of be our point of reference on this, what did you say to them when you found out? What'd you do? I slid all his tires at his house. Someone says, I didn't say anything, but I kicked his headlights and taillights out of his precious truck.
ooh.
And we got lots of people on hold who would want to share as well. Tommy, you're up first. Go ahead. What'd you do when you found out your partner cheated on you?
Like I said, after our 12-year relationship, pulled up over at a restaurant I was going to take her out to. Had another guy in the car. I looked at her. I said, oh, hell no.
Okay.
And that was it.
That was it.
You just
And then
drove
a month
away.
and then a month later, she tried to beg for me back, and then I got a free truck out of it, and then she went back to her baby daddy.
Lord. Leave her where she at. Let's move on.
Hey, Nicole.
Hey,
This list that we have on here says go silent. Another thing on the list says have a burn party. Another thing said throw all of his stuff out. What'd you do?
I went silent at first, and then he blamed it on me, saying I let myself go. So I went petty, and I blasted all of his screenshots and their pictures on social media, printed them out, and put them all over their job.
The job is sending me.
That's awesome. Dueling bells. Hi, Liz.
Hi.
Liz, what did you do?
I took the mattress out into the yard, and I burned it.
That's one step better. Because I mean, I joked around that I would burn the house down, but she burned the mattress. At least she took it out of the house first.
I love the effort.
It's closed, too.
And is closed.
Yeah.
Burn party in the front yard.
That's on the list. Liz,
Yeah, and the fire department came.
what'd you tell him?
I just told him, I said he cheated. They was like, okay, we'll just stand here and watch, make sure it don't get out of control.
I love that.
That's
supportive.
awesome.
What fire department was that? Shout them out.
Concord Fire Department.
Yeah.
They get it. You know
She's
what's
like,
funny?
you got any hot single guys up in here?
Like moving a mattress itself is a real pain in the neck. She went through a lot of work to get the
Oh.
mattress outside the house.
When you're
move
mad,
it.
you've got crazy strength.
You get Superman
Yes,
strength?
uh-huh, Superman
Oh,
strength.
I see what you mean, Loren. So she was like, screw that.
Uh-huh.
Come with me.
I'll move it myself.
Hi, Amanda.
Hi, how are you?
Good. What's the first thing you did when you found out your partner was cheating on you?
The first thing I did, and I felt it, I didn't actually know it. He came home from work, and I said, okay. I talked with her, but I didn't want to hear all of it from her, so I wanted you to be a man and tell me the rest. I know you've been cheating.
So you didn't have any hard evidence, no War of the Roses. You just called his bluff, and he sang like a canary?
I called his bluff. I was in actually my last trimester of pregnancy.
Oh, no.
Yes, and we had what I thought was a good marriage, and I just had a feeling. You know, when you're getting ready to give birth, I think all of those women things are at a high, and I just had a feeling.
So
and I was like, no.
when you say, hey, she already told me, he starts singing like a canary, and then at what point do you tell him, by the way, I never spoke with her?
Well, I think it was after the only thing he would admit, and I'll spell this in case kids are listening. He admitted, he said it was only ORAL.
Okay.
Yeah, right. Third base. We just
Yeah.
talked about this. It was only third base, and that's not true. Okay.
No,
All right.
So that was the first thing, and then, I did tell him, I said, you know what, thank you for confessing.
Yeah. Now it's over. Right? You're not with them anymore, right?
No, that was years ago. Our kids are grown.
Okay.
You know, our two kids are grown, and that was when, like I said, my daughter it was about a week or so from having her.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Sorry.
Yeah, that sucks.
That's
sucks.
a lot.
Sorry, Amanda. Yeah, I know.
That's heavy.
Last text message says the first thing I did was slapped him.
Okay, they got straight to the point.
Slap heard around the world. By the way, we're still together. That happened 12 years ago.
Whoa.
Happily married.
Hey, it's Loren from the Maney and Loren Morning Show. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure that you subscribe to our channel and like this video. But if you want to see more content, we've got stunts and more funny show moments.